can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Hey, can I kick it?
Autumn has come to New England. No place like it on earth this time of year. We are at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Massachusetts. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Detroit Lions and the New England Patriots. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Play fake. He'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Block. They'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll be 3rd and 10. Again, it's Locke. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or two shy of midfield. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. They run for it with Hunt. And he's taken down inside the 30. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? Where they were on the field, kind of no man's land. Do you like the call?
I love the call. Almost had to go for it there, right? Because of what you just described. Too far for the field goal. Too short for the punt. You might punt in the end zone and just give them good field position anyway. Let's go for it. Plus, they were moving the ball. They had confidence they could pick up this last bit of real estate.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the...
And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Demir Bird with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Pats have taken the early lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Flush to his right. The improvisation gets him only a couple, but that's all he needed. First down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Marvin Jones, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And he'll bang that one through.
That ties the game at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Pats at the line ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. A run for Nick Chubb. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Block off of play action. Flushed out right. That's out to Chubb, complete. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Bulls. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. These two teams all tied after 1. And how about this one now in their own territory. A gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll run for it. Chubb. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
1st and 10 at the 48.
Clock now on first down. He'll get this into the hands of Bird. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
2nd and 2.
From the gun, it's Locke. He's got his 6'5 receiver. That's Tim Patrick. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
Yeah, the Patriots are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as strong running gets them to the 9-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
They'll run with Chubb. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. On the ground, it's Chubb. And a pretty little juke move there, but not a ton to show for it afterwards as he's brought down. A good job there defensively to stop him for a gain of just 4, and that'll bring up 4th and goal. Now, a field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal.
Mike, check. Let's go. Mike 5'9".
They'll go for it. It's Locke. Escaping the pressure right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back.
And for the 3rd time here this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. After the turnover, here's Locke. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Tim Patrick with touchdown number 7 on the year. And now they're going to fake it.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Taken in at the 3. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Their own 26-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that?
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack.
It's second down.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Kenny Galladay is intended receiver, and that'll make it third down.
It's third down.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Jones. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Yeah, that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on fourth down, this is a big call. So a big chunk of yardage will be marked off there for that PI call.
And now you know why receivers and the guys throwing the ball, they like to collaborate and just heave it up sometimes, because you can get these types of calls that go against the defense. Pass interference, and they gain over 30 yards of real estate on that one.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They get 9 yards there, and they get a first down.
9 yards. First down, Detroit.
And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Akeem Hicks picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. There he goes, right side. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts.
First and goal.
As they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's complete right around the 8. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is right there. It's good, and the lead slims to 5 now at 15-10. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
25 yards that time.
Yard line.
Steps away to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
To the 48-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Yard line.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Lock working out of the gun. Throw caught here by Bird. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 21. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Another Patriots first down.
And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Patriots add on to their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
31-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
You're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory.
Complete.
It's a big play there for the Lions. 43 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jones.
The pass.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 8 yards of the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
3rd down.
And he completes it to Hunt. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the 1st down. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
13.
So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a throw here, hauled in. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. An excellent gain, 35 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover him. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Back now in Foxborough. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. We get set for the 4th quarter. Patriots have the lead. They also have the football. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. A 2-yard touchdown grab, and the Patriots add 6 to their lead. That, of course, all set up by the big run on the play prior. They took advantage right away with the touchdown throw.
And you mentioned advantage, probably taking advantage of their natural instinct after that previous play to be aggressive and rush towards the line of scrimmage. And instead, they were vulnerable to...
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And this carries into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Boy, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. The ball comes out, and this is scooped up by the Lions. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. And it's knocked away and incomplete. It was the veteran Devin McCourty who got a hand in there to break that one up.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and lead the game out that way.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 40. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because...
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And the lead will grow by 1 more.
Makes the score Patriots 35, Lions 13.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Throwing deep for Galladay. And now here is another interception. Picked off at about the 31. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
36-yard line.
Flush to his right. And it's incomplete. It's a dangerous pass. That's what it was. And it brings up second down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
New England on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Locke looks to throw it again. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. Into the red zone, it's Locke. Flushed out right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Locke. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it a second down. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Blocker is in on the stop. A gain of 4 yards. First down, Lions.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
Yeah. See what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Kenny Galladay, the intended receiver, and it's third down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And my goodness, another interception. Rashard Robinson with a pick. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember, with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
A lot going to throw it here. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
First and 10 at the
a really nice gain of 25 yards. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick.
Blocked pass.
A gain of 6 there on first. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Looking to throw again on second down. Lock. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Buying time to his left. And he's got Lockett. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Double dog. Go. Mike, check. 59. So we got man. Mike's 5-9.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Now Blankenship on for the PAT. Now flags come in. Looked like one of the Patriots might have moved. That'll back the PAT up from the 15 to the 20.
And with the advent of that rule, moving the PAT back to the 15-yard line to begin with, they were no longer kicking normal extra points, were they? They were kicking field goals. This is a longer field goal attempt for them, even though it's only for an extra point.
Again, it's Locke. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth.
Lions 13.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Taken down back at his own 7. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Intended for Marvin Jones. Incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for New England, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll have another home date next week as the Miami Dolphins come to town. Meanwhile, for the Lions, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Green Bay Packers. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.